What do you want to do with Mr. Waters?
He's gonna plead today. We're trying to do a time served on the evading dismissal. Hi, Judge. He's got so much going on. And his curfews.
Mischief, trespass, theft, gun case, theft.
Whoa, did anyone else count that? That's 9 counts of theft, plus curfew violations and a gun charge. This isn't just wrong place, wrong time. But wait, here comes a twist. The defense is about to paint a whole different picture. Watch this carefully.
When he was arraigned, we established that so many of these cases are just a result of him hanging out at this little drugstore. The cops know who he is. They know who everyone there is. So really, he just needs to stop hanging out at that drugstore. He's not, and well,
While
I'm
he's
sorry.
on for both of these cases, he picks up another theft.
And that's upstairs in felony. And right now, the offer is 18 months state jail. So he's dealing with that right now. The evading is at that same little drugstore. And I'm sorry, my memory is actually coming back to me. A lot of those thefts were necessary items from Target or Walmart, because we went over that for arraignment. They were literally, when it was winter, it was literally hoodies, sweatshirts, and socks. And then when it was summer, it was like underwear. Most of those thefts are necessary items. When I was appointed, we got him a social worker through the MAC and housing through Search. And his girlfriend was pregnant at the time. She was only like 2 months pregnant. Now she's pretty much due. They have housing that they got through the services we were able to provide. He hasn't picked up any new cases because right now, you know, they're barely making ends meet, but they are making ends meet. They're still together. She relies on him to go to their appointments. He gets the things that she needs because her mobility has decreased now. She came up here and spoke for him in front of you. She'd been to college and everything, and you gave her a big speech. You gave him a speech about supporting her through her hormonal shifts. He was just telling me about that. He was like, I keep thinking about what Judge Fleischer said. She woke me up crying this morning because she said she's fat and ugly, and I just held her and I made her feel better. And I'm trying to do that every day because I remember what the judge told me. That's where he is right now, Judge. So he understands that he broke that a couple times. He says the late ones are just from him trying to get a job and getting home late. But
he's been saying that he had a job. He's out at 11 o'clock at night. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Still got the felony pending. He's ready to resolve these. If the court will allow, I think it's a good resolution for him.
I'm not going to do it.
Why? What would be the alternative, Judge? I
want him on probation. And I want to monitor him for the next 2 years so I can make sure that he's not messing up. So I can keep him and just, I want him to get his high school. Does he have a high school diploma?
I can't remember.
How'd you going? Do you mind bringing up Mr. Waters?
If we have to do that, can you not revoke his bond so that he and I can talk about it while not under the strain of my bond's going to be revoked, so I'm going to spend the night in jail if I don't get this plea done? Can we not revoke his bond? Other than the bond violations, he wasn't here on yesterday when he was supposed to be because he had felony court today. He thought he was supposed to come here after felony court or whenever that was. I'm sorry. But he didn't just blow off the court yesterday.
Have we T-rest him yet?
No, sir. It looks like he was on probation back in this, it got revoked back in 2023 and that's T-rest. It was a young adult caseload and helping him get his GED, mental health evaluation, and thinking for a change.
You didn't do anything.
Let me see what he did while I'm fine.
I'm done with the revolving door. I'm not doing it. I'm very upset with you. Very upset. I thought we had things going right. You've been doing well. And now you've got this bond violation where you're doing whatever the hell you want to do again. Don't work like that. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention that at this stage in your life, it's not about what you want to do. It's about complying with bond conditions. We have literally bent over backwards to try to help you with things, and you continue to shoot yourself in the foot. Your lawyer, Miss Hawkins, wants to plead you guilty now because you have a warrant. I'm done with this revolving door of you picking and getting out. picking up a case.
Okay, let's pause for a second. This is where the emotional stakes skyrocket. Mr. Waters says he's fighting for his life, but is he taking real accountability? The judge isn't buying the excuses anymore. What would you do in the judge's shoes right now? Comment bilo?
Getting out. You now, Mr. Waters, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Cap, man. That's cap. I'm gonna fight for my life, man. That's cap, man. I've been by my baby mama's side, been taking care of everything I gotta take care of, man. That's cap, man.
Mr. Waters, look at me.
Yes.
Mr. Waters, you don't get rewarded for doing things that you should do anyways.
So-
Meaning it's what you're doing is great and it keeps you out of jail. But do you want me to pat you on the back for doing what you should be doing anyways?
I ain't asking. I'm just asking you, like, just give me a little more time. I've been doing these jobs. I've been going through the whole package. I've been going to these hospitals with my girl, going to go check up on our little one that's coming, and I want to be there.
If you are old enough to have a baby, then these are the things that you should do anyways. You don't get rewarded for being a good father. The reward is that you have a kid that grows up like a little flower that blossoms, right? Because there are so many people that have babies that treat their kids like shisa and they end up like rotten ass kids that like a flower are just crooked and just. When you're a father, the duty of a father is to stand by the side of their kid, stand by the side of the wife to make their lives as comfortable, as great, educational, and supportive as possible. That is the duty of a father, right? If you can't, then don't have kids. Then be a man to use a prophylactic or think, maybe I'm not in the best position right now to have a baby. You think before you act. This is the sign of being an adult, of being mature, and growing up, Mr. Waters. But me, with you now, I'm not going to just continue with this revolving door. You've been doing well because you've not picked up any cases, which is great, right?
And then I have not been doing nothing. I have not been kicking her. I have been at that store.
So tell me about the curfew then. What's up with that?
Okay, with the curfew, I can understand. Me and my girl, we got into it, and I ended up walking out, trying to go get some fresh air. Was not thinking. I can admit to that, and I'm sorry. The hormone going crazy with us, and we trying to fight and get right with this.
I
But
need to know about this.
I'm trying to. I can't talk. Y'all be telling me I can't talk, and I be having.
I've given you a lawyer to talk to.
And I told her everything. So she can come and tell you and let you know. Keep stuff updated. Sir, I've been out the way. I ain't been on no lollygagging stuff. I'm really maturing. I'm ready to be a dad.
Working?
I'm ready for this. Well, I'm doing a little something on the side. I ain't doing no drugs, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Volunteering with my girl dad now.
Why can't why can you not get a 9-to-5 job?
With my 9 to 5, I gotta have my ID and stuff, and I'm working with search my housing people. They got me my apartment. They finna give me my social security card and my ID card, and that's all I need so I can go ahead and get on.
Second, were we working on this?
So first he was with Search to just get housing. At first they didn't have housing, so he has an apartment and everything now. I'm not sure like the step-by-step how everything progresses, but he does still work with them. I've actually spoken with his officer, your case manager. He also had a social worker assigned with MAC. They were informed that he is working with Search, so they just check in here and there, but they won't like also work with him because he's also working with Search, but they'll just make sure things are okay. So he is still working with Search and has a case manager with them and has housing now. I wasn't aware of the ID issues or anything.
Not being telling them, send me applications.
What we're going to do now is we're going to work on this in extremely slow baby steps. I want you now to go get your ID. I want you to get your ID. And I'm going to give you a week for you to go get it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are not back here in a week with your ID, it's not going to go well. after we get your ID, then you and I are going to work together to get you a job. A 9 to 5 job where you're working every single day. Because if you are about to have a baby, that baby needs food, that baby needs clothes, and the only way you get that is by working. And I'm not talking about these side jobs here, no, an actual J-O-B. Do you understand? I'm going to reinstate your bond right now with the expectation that you're going to get your ID. If you don't, it's really not going to go well.
Thank you, Judge.
Hi, good morning. I've been approaching this morning on,
More?
yeah,
More than M. Okay. Oh, he's not.
oh, no, that's my name. They both have the same last name.
Yeah, I have another case that got moved to Friday.
Her last name is Moore.
Is this a new case?
Yes, it is.
You mind bringing him up? Oh, this is the case. Okay. Right. All right. Good morning, Mr. Moore. Sir, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 31st, 2024, the officer initiated a traffic stop for the defendant's vehicle speeding 61 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone at the 6100 block of South Highway 225. The officer made contact with the defendant, driver of the vehicle, and the officer observed an odor of marijuana. The defendant stated someone else possibly smoked marijuana inside the vehicle, and a PC search was conducted. The officer located 3 individual packages with a green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training experience. The officer located these packages inside a red backpack on the back seat of the vehicle, and the marijuana was weighed, and the weight was 2.87 ounces.
Did you say, you said speeding? Did you?
61 and a 50.
Got it. Okay.
And the issue that I have with the PC, so in regards to the speeding allegation, there were 2 cars in front of my client prior to him being stopped. It was 3 a.m. in Pasadena. He had the nicer car and was pulled over. And also my client explained to officer when he asked him about the smell in the vehicle, he did tell him that he had CBD in the car. He said that I had 3 packs. I just purchased it. They're in my backpack in a bag. They were unopened at the time. The officer did take the bag so that he wasn't, he didn't know how CBD looked or smelled. So he was just going to find it to be marijuana and would take him in for that, even though my client did prove up the fact that it was CBD in regard.
But if it's CBD and it's unopened, it wouldn't smell, right? Because it's vacuum sealed.
Well, no, it doesn't smell something in the car. But the substance that he found in the packages, they were unopened, and those were CBD. That's what he said that he found to be marijuana. But my client let him know that this is CBD. It's in my backpack. When you search, you're going to find it. It's going to be in there. But I purchased it earlier today from a smoke shop. And so when the officer did retrieve them out of the backpack and asked about it, he's like, well, I can't tell the difference between, what CBD and marijuana is. I only know marijuana. So I'm going to have to take you in on that.
What form is this CBD in?
It was like in a little,
Is it?
it was a flower. So
It is a flower.
So I know that the CBD flower and cannabis flower, they look very similar. So
Your Honor, if I may. So as the DIMS establishes, so the odor was enough from the search, and finding that leafy substance is enough because upon further testing, it may or may not. But just for the purpose of probable.
So I think for probable cause purposes, I think it's enough because the odor, right? Now, they're going to test it. If it tests different, then there we may have an issue. But as far as probable cause, and your record speaks for itself, Mr. Moore. Anytime you get pulled over, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the case. Anytime you get pulled over with your record, what's going to happen? Every single time. So why give him a reason? Really, we keep coming back. Can you run his license if he has?
Eligible, Your Honor.
All right, I'm not going to put any conditions. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases because I'm going to lose it at that point. You've got a great lawyer. Listen to her. She'll take care of you. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you, I'm going to revoke your bond. Just be good. Don't pick up any new cases. If you're going to drive, make sure you have insurance, car insurance. All right? Okay, guys.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Fleming, first name Hayden, is in the courtroom.
It's a
It
DWI.
is not. It is
It's a gun case.
gun in a car. There was a felony drug case that was filed which made the gun crime a felony drug case has been dismissed.
Blaze, balls in your court. What do you
Yeah,
wanna do?
so, Your Honor,
Was it pursuant to like a RIC or something like that, or?
It was pursuant to the
This is a big legal insight moment. The whole case hinges on lab reports. No lab equals no felony charge. It's a technicality, but a powerful one. Prosecutors can't move forward without evidence. Ever wonder how many cases slip through the cracks? Because of this backlog? Let's talk about it in the comments.
no lab report.
yes.
So what was allowed?
There is no lab
We don't
report.
have a lab report. I mean, I told against counsel, I mean,
What do you mean there's no lab?
we never got a lab report back on the underlying felony. So they dismissed it.
More common than you might think, Your Honor.
Really? What, I mean, does it just fall through the cracks? What the hell?
Judge,
Does the officer submit?
It's a matter of time, Your Honor. The labs are so backed up that the DA's office has just said,
Case that everybody's now, what's that case that everybody's citing now? Is it Heath? Yeah, it's Heath, right?
Yes.
Is that the one
So
that's,
the difference with the labs is, the felony where you get screwed in the labs is you hit your indictment time and you're like, with Heath, I think technically because the lab reports aren't in our possession, is the DA's office or the state. It doesn't become a Heath issue, but body cases would because the police are considered the state. But this case, it's more, you run a issue with the grand jury, you get it there on bond, you get 180, you don't have a lab report, you can't take that in the grand jury. At which point then they're by law or.
well,
so
It is-
dismiss this case because there's no labs? How do we go forward?
That's what we're approaching.
we're asking you to reconsider probable cause, Your Honor.
Come up, Mr. Fleming. What was the alleged substance? Cocaine?
It was.
Yes, Judge.
So, Mr. Fleming, you get one life. You don't get redos in this life. And I can tell you how many lives I've seen ruined because they party, try to have fun, and you unfortunately get something that's laced with fentanyl, and then you die. Now, or worse, you become a lifelong addict and you start doing crazy ass things that you would never do just to feed the habit. I've seen people deteriorate before my eyes here because they get hooked, and it's just so sad the stuff we've seen. Don't ruin your life. You only have one. You need to make the best of it. You get into school, get knowledge. Knowledge is power, and when you have knowledge, you can do things. That's how you make money. This life is about one thing, money. And when you have it, life is freaking great. When you don't, it freaking sucks. I'm telling you, don't waste it. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case. Do something worthwhile. All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck, Mr.
Excuse me.
Yes.